Alright, it is time to start the third day from Senri's perspective. 2 AM in the night, or in the morning, whatever the fuck it is exactly. It's very early at least, so let's see what's gonna happen. Side by question mark? Wait, what? Age unknown. Gender unknown. That means it's a trap. Oh god, that's a creepy eye. Sharingan? Its very existence as a human was questionable. The Hood, named for its one identifying characteristic, went about its business mechanically. Dragging its prey into a suitable location, the Hood began its preparations. There were no witnesses. Even if there were, they would have had their throats cut before even being able to scream. Holy shit, that eye is actually freaking me out. The fortunate man who'd been captured stared vacantly ahead and moved his mouth absent-mindedly. He wasn't running, or perhaps simply didn't feel the need to. He's like mumbling. He continued on in a business-like tone. What kind of business? Or as a layman reading a script might speak. His tone was monotonous, as if he were a doll with no will of his own, but his words were articulate. Until, all of a sudden, his eyes rolled back into his head. What the fuck? He's like being possessed. Or did he just die? He continued his lecture to the Hood, even as his limbs spasmed, until he started frothing at the mouth, finally unable to speak any longer. He had lost consciousness while still standing up. How the fuck does that happen? After getting the information it needed from the man, the Hood had switched to thinking about how best to dispose of the lump of flesh before it. So he got killed? It hadn't much action lately, so the Hood realized, thinking back on its recent life, there was no possibility of failure, but this was a good opportunity to move a body dulled by lack of use. Was it like this? Ugh, no. How about this? Ugh, that's not right. This isn't it. Okay, calm down. Holy shit. Ah, that's right. As if the Hood person like forgot how to kill. Like, alright, this is... Let me just slash a couple of times. Alright, this is how you do it. I remember now. Until it had slashed to its satisfaction, the Hood rained down sword blows onto the lump of meat, leaving it nothing but scraps of bones in a puddle. Doesn't that just make it harder to clean up and dispose of? The Hood hadn't been trying to dispose of evidence, nor had it been trying to do a thorough job of destroying the lump of meat. It was just that the frail human body wasn't able to keep up with the Hood's rehabilitation. It wasn't built to stand up to this much violence. Having buried hundreds of people before, the Hood was all too aware that it was a beast released from its cage. The strong kill the weak, devour the weak, and steal from the weak, regardless of the law. For those who have power, it is permitted. At least, being so defective a human being, that's what the Hood believed. Sounds like a cool guy. Sounds like a nice guy, right? That Hood? Alright, we've unlocked 2 particular scenes. I think we're just gonna... If it's kind of similar how it was... I think it was here as well, right? Where from 2130 it unlocked the 8 AM Haruto scene first, and then until like all this was finished, we switched over to the Senri part. I think we're gonna do that again. It'll probably be kind of similar, or if we just branch out into the Haruto one, it'll probably be mostly connected to Asahi, blah blah blah, and we'll have a bunch of scenes here, and after we've played through all of those, and there's nothing left, then we'll have to play this one. I think that kind of makes the most sense. Because I feel like just I mean, it worked well so far, right? I feel like it kind of worked well. The thing is, like, when you play sort of these types of games where they have like episode jumps or scene jumps where you can just pick and choose which time, blah blah blah, right? It can become confusing sometimes, so I try to do it in sort of the most logical way. And I feel like for the most part, at least when there's a choice like this, right, the chronological order makes the most sense. Because right now, right, it's just like, oh, what if we suddenly jump to 8 p.m. in the night? And then we kind of missed what may have happened in 8 a.m. in the morning, if this is in some way connected as well. So I'm just gonna stick through it like this. Do the Haruto one first, and then it'll the other scenes that branch out from that one until we finish that, and then we'll do this one. Makes sense, right? All right. The reason I'm here, Haruto route or Haruto episode scene jump thingamajiggy, 3rd day, 8 a.m. in the morning.
Oni-chan, asa da yo.
The last scene with Hina and also her dad, when Asahi visited them, it changed my perspective on those characters a lot. Like at first I thought Hina was just a cute, innocent, just our little sister, right? Now I'm not so sure, I don't know. Hi.
Ohayo.
Is this how I always wake up in the morning? I don't want it to be morning yet. Good night.
今日はダメだよ。これから病院に行かなきゃいけないんだから。
Hospital? Why? The hospital?
お兄ちゃん昨日事故にあったでしょ。だから問題がないか一応検査するんだって。
Ah, right. Okay, so she hadn't lied. That's one thing we actually didn't know, right? She said that we were fine, the dad said we were fine as well, and then we got in an accident. But then when Asahi checked our room, or Haruto's room, he wasn't there. But now for some reason, Haruto has awoken in his room though the next day? Right? That doesn't make sense considering Hina said that Haruto slept in her room. I don't know. An accident. Right. There was a blackout yesterday. Yeah. There was a fog in my head, but as it gradually cleared, I started to remember what had happened.
どこも怪我はしてないみたいだけど、頭を打ったからちゃんと見てもらわなきゃダメなんだよ。
Better safe than sorry, right? Especially with head injuries. The last image I saw before I lost consciousness flashed through my head, and I shuddered in fear. I timidly moved around, but nothing hurt, nor was I wearing any kind of bandages. Is this good luck or bad? I'm glad I wasn't hurt though.
本当に平気かどうか、もう一度病院で検査してもらうんだよ。お父さんが車で連れて行ってくれるって。
I mean, if we wanted to die, then it's bad luck, I guess. But if we want to live, then it's good luck. I got it. Huh? Oh yeah, Hina. Don't you have a checkup today too?
そうだよ。だからみんな一緒に行こうんだよ。アカデミーにはお父さんが連絡してくれてるよ。
Okay. Why does she have a checkup? Hina's never been the healthiest, so she has to get checkups at the general hospital every so often. Aw. I've been there a few times for some injuries too. I'll have to get ready then. But when I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy.
お兄ちゃん頑張って。うっき。
It's hard. It's like the hardest thing every single day to wake up in the morning. Hina cheered me on, lending me a hand to help me up. As long as that hand's there, I can get up as many times as I need to. Hina's small, delicate hand, however, didn't have the strength to pull me up. Whoa! I ended up pulling Hina onto the bed. Oh god, no, what? And then our dad walks in again, of course. It wasn't a problem though, since she doesn't weigh a thing. Oh god, I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like they're playing with fire, right? They're playing with fire, like, yeah. They're trying to push the incest is wincest thing a bit too hard here, or at least kind of sort of hinting at it, right? Normally, I'm like, I mean, we've played a couple of visual novels where, like, I guess the sister, you know, and the main character have a thing going on. But She wasn't the fucking lolly then, you know? Here's like you see the age difference very clearly, and I don't want to play with that fire. I know the FBI is still on my ass from last time, from Saku Saku. Yep, I'm strong. So call me whenever you need something heavy carried out or anything like that. It's a brother's job to help out his sister. If it would help Hina, only a little bit of trouble almost wouldn't be enough. But with my determination renewed, staying in this position was most definitely not playing fair. I see again! See, at some point the dad's gotta think like, when this happened yesterday I thought like, okay, you know, maybe you weren't lying. But now twice in a row he walks in on us and then Hina's for some whatever fucking reason also in our bed. I'd be kinda worried if I were the dad, okay? Whoa! Again? Yep, again. Misunderstanding, okay, Dad? Or maybe Dad is used to it, he's just like, fuck again. We arrived at the hospital in Dad's car, and not long after, my examination began. Hina and I were both called at the same time, but when I returned to my dad in the waiting room, I didn't see her there with him. She's not done yet? Huh. Should we just wait here then? More seats were filled than when we'd arrived. Even though it was a weekday morning, it's not that rare a sight, since it's the biggest hospital on the island. Yep. They said there's nothing wrong with me, so I should go straight to the academy. We're not even using the accident as an excuse to just stay home for today? Oh no, of course not! That would not be fair, right, Haruto? Thanks, but what about your work? Melon ice cream then. The kind that's in a melon-shaped cup. Oh yeah, melon. Hey, I've been wondering, why do you always buy us something when we go to the hospital? Even though you usually say we should watch our sugar intake. I guess it's to make, like, parents do kind of tricks like that as well, right? With when their kids are still younger, it's to make them not afraid of like hospitals and doctors and shit like that, I suppose, maybe? Yeah, see? Yeah, they're kind of like brainwashing the child, like, oh, remember, wanna go to the hospital? You'll get candy. It's just kind of a psychological trick, right? Because that's the thing about hospitals, you never go to the hospital for any good reason, right? It's always for bad news, bad shit. Well, you can get good news from a hospital, but to end up in a hospital or to go to the hospital in the first place, you must have at least suspected something bad to have happened to you, or is currently happening. Guess not, though it still makes me happy. I think Hina will want pudding. Dad headed off for the shop, which was in another building. You wouldn't know if you looked at him now, but maybe Dad was scared of hospitals when he was a kid. I thought about that while I watched the TV in the waiting room. Atori, we've heard that before, right? I gazed absent-mindedly at the TV like the other people around me. It was playing a commercial I'd seen a lot lately for the Magi device manufacturer Atori. Ah, right. The commercial ended and the news appeared on the screen. At around the same time, I began to overhear a conversation in a nearby hallway. Who dis?
ですから、先生は外来の診察中なんです。もうしばらくお待ちいただくしか。
こっちはてめえと違って忙しい中、わざわざ時間作ってきてんだよ。いいからさっさと呼んでこい、このボケの巣。
The wide-robed physician had no idea what to do before this person who spoke in violent tones, unusual for a woman. it looked like other people had noticed this conversation as well, since several pairs of eyes were gazing in their direction, but as if they'd all agreed on it beforehand, everyone shortly turned their eyes away. I stood up and headed over to their location. This is a hospital, so maybe you should be a little quieter.
Huh? なんだお前は。
Uh-oh. She seems like a girl that could whoop my ass for sure. She turned a sharp, intimidating glare at me, not hiding her enmity at all. I don't know your circumstances, but there's no need to shout, is there?
うるせえな。
Whoa.
人の仕事を邪魔するな。
Working?
先生には伝えておきますから。
What do you mean working?
おい、こら待ちやがれ
Did the doctor like run away? Like, oh, thank you for the distraction, kid. Thank you, I'm out of here, peace. The doctor ran off, pretending not to hear her, I suppose.
逃げられちまったじゃねえか。おい、どうしてくれるんだ
Why do I have to make up for it? I'm sorry, but the doctor got your message. Can't you just wait a while for him?
医者と政治家の言葉を真っ先に疑えって教わらなかったか
I heard the part about politicians, not so much about doctors, though. Who would teach me that? I've never heard anything like that before. Well, a friend of mine might have said something similar about politicians, though.
医者も似たようなもんさ。無駄な知識とプライドのせいで自分は特別だと思いやがる。その勘違いの犠牲になるのはいつも弱い立場の人間だ。
I mean, that's such a stupid thing to say, but it's always the weak who suffer from their mistake. I mean, of course. Like, doesn't technically only weak people go to the doctors in the first place because they suspect that they're sick? I'm sure some doctors are bad people, but you couldn't you say that about everyone?
そりゃお前がガキだからわからないだけさ。
The woman sighed as she leaned against the wall.
大人ってのはな、学生と違って時間がねえんだよ。今こうしてるお前と私、過ぎてる時間は同じだが、その価値は全く違う。わかるか
I get that I'm not working, so I can't use my time to make money.
それもある。だが、ガキと大人で最も違うのは、時間に追われているかどうかだ。
And you're saying that you probably have less time than I do left here? Chasing you?
大人は何をするにも時間を気にする。あれをやるためにはこれを犠牲にしなきゃならない。そうやって毎日限られた時間を切り売りして生きてる。だが学生は違う。時間を持て余している。違うか
Kind of, but not always. We do have more free time than adults, I'd say.
自由な時間ってわけでもないんだな、これが。持て余しているんだから、有効的な使い方なんてできやしない。
Oh, but I am. I'm actually rendering and recording at the same time. If that is not efficiency, then I don't know what the fuck is, woman.
毎日楽しければいいやと深く考えもせず、ただ用意されたイベントを消化して時間を浪費するか、もしくは自分は何者であるかを知るために知識と教養を手当たり次第にかき集めて答えを探す。学生のやることと言ったらそれくらいだ。
Find out who you are.
そんなもん答えなんてあるわけねえのにな。
I am me? Is
大
that
国
an
の大
answer?
統領だろうが、公園にいるホームレスだろうが、長い目で見りゃ地球に存在した人という種の一匹。それだ。全てのことには意味がある。バカな連中はそう思いたがる。そうすることで自分もここに存在していいという担保が欲しいんだよ。んなわけあるかって話だよな。こうしてお前に長々と話をしていることに意味があると思うか
Maybe there is? If you told me something interesting and I changed the way I thought because of it, wouldn't that be meaningful?
ねえ。
Exactly.
ただのうさばらしにいちいち意味なんかあるわけねえだろ。
I mean, it depends. A situation like this, just simply talking to a stranger can have, you know, it could make me change my mind on a lot of important things that would shape my life in the future in some different way than if this conversation never took place. So it's possible.
お前の人生観が変わったとしても、 それは順序が逆なんだよ。意味が欲しいから後付けで美化してるだけさ。
I mean, maybe. But I don't know. I mean, you can only say that something was meaningful in hindsight, right? Because that's when you look back at it and like, oh yeah, actually that was very meaningful. But you don't, like, at the moment, don't think like, oh, this is gonna be very meaningful, right? So I feel like if you look at it at the time and think like, oh, this is gonna be meaningful, then you're looking for something to be meaningful, right? And you're glorifying it. But otherwise, I don't think so.
そう。ただお前をうんざりさせられれば私は満足なんだよ。それだけだ。どうだ？うさんくさいやつに絡まれてついてないなと思っただろ？
Not really. No, that's not true. Well, I do think you're a little shady. Just a little. Talking to her, I was indeed forced to admit she wasn't a very normal person, but I didn't find the conversation to be annoying in the least.
変わり者ってだけじゃなく空気の読めない正直者ときたか。よく言われないか？お前バカだって。
Maybe I'm just an innocent kid, I don't know. I don't know how the world works, okay? Like you adults. I don't. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being honest either.
お前、なかなか面白いやつだな。まあ、ガキはバカで生意気なもんだ。大人になるまでそれでいいさ。
So you're saying I should enjoy it while it lasts? Huh?
Hina!
Is everything okay, Hina? Hina slowly walked over, waving at us.
ごめんね。待たせちゃったよね。
Nah, not at all. It's important that I take all the time they need to make sure that you're okay, Hina. What's with her? Oh, this is my sister. Is something the matter? Until now, the woman had been the very picture of arrogance, but her face was frozen as she looked at Hina. Yeah, what the fuck? However, her composed smile returned in a flash. So quickly, I wondered if I'd only imagined change.
そうだよな。可能性はあるんだから驚くほどじゃねえか。
What do you mean?
なるほど。ならお前はあれか。いや、心臓に悪いぜ。病院だってのがせめてもの救いか。
What do you mean, so you're her? Do you know Hina?
いや、知らねえよ。ただ知り合いに似てたってだけだ。気にすんな。
I do feel like that woman that we saw on the roof, right? I feel like that actually somehow is Hina. I don't know how. Like maybe she can transform in some way. Maybe she has another body. I don't fucking know, right? But like, I feel like there's way more to Hina than just, oh, a cute, adorable little sister, Lolly-chan. Yeah, no, that's not the only thing about her. Hell no.
お兄ちゃん、お父さんは？
Oh, I think he'll be back soon. We'll be going then. Peace out.
すみません。先生がすぐにお通しするようにと。
だから言っただろうが、いいからさっさと案内しろ。
はい。どうかしたんですか？
いや、なんでもねえよ。意味なんてねえんだ。あるとしたら、人間の欲が生んだ偶然だけだ。
Human greed?
は？
いいから行くぞ、ほら。グダグダ言ってると、てめえの首飛ばすぞ。
Damn. Okay, Hina. I'll see you later.
お兄ちゃんまたね。
It's already lunch break by the time we arrived at school. After parting with Hina, who was in a different grade, I headed through the halls toward my classroom. When I was just about to reach my destination, I stopped, having heard footsteps approaching. It didn't take long for a figure to burst out from around the corner. Oh, Asahi. Whoa! I caught her in my arms to soften the collision, but since I knew she was coming, I didn't end up on the floor. You okay? It's dangerous to run in the halls. Because of the height differences between us, I could only see the top of her head. Her hair flowed counterclockwise. Her face quickly rose, and familiar, determined eyes met mine.
急いでいるの。ゆっくり歩いてる場合じゃないの。
Oh, sorry, your trial? Alright, sorry. You're... I couldn't forget her, of course. It was Rikodo Asahi, who left such a strong impression on me yesterday, and who was now looking reproachfully up at me.
ぶつかったことは謝るわ。だけど私には行かなきゃいけない場所があるの。
Okay, you go, girl.
だから話して。息苦しいわ。
Oh, right, we're holding on to her. I'm sorry. I hurriedly backed away.
別にいいわ。それじゃ。
Bye-bye. Ignoring my confusion, Rikodo Asahi disappeared in the direction of the entrance. Class is starting soon. Is she going to make it? I don't know her circumstances. Before worrying about other people, I should take care of myself. I need to tell Yumi-sensei I'm here now. It would be a lie to say I wasn't curious, but since I'd arrived late, I didn't have the time to waste worrying about it. Hey, buddy. Morning, Akatsuki. I found Akatsuki right after entering the classroom.
君が事故に巻き込まれたって聞いたときは驚いたよ。誰かを守るためじゃなく、一人で勝手に事故に巻き込まれるなんて君らしくない。いや待てよ。もしかしたら君の存在を疎ましく思った謎の組織が仕向けた攻撃という可能性も。
Maybe it was. It wasn't anything like that. There was a blackout, and I got hit by a car that just happened to crash as a result. There had been no time for my brain to order my body to avoid it, and the car had become a weapon, crashing into me. That's where my memories of last night cut off. After I was taken to the hospital, I was brought home, but I don't remember any of it. That's shady, right? That's shady that, like, the way he describes this is make it sound like the car actually crashed into Haruto. He makes it sound like that. But he's still okay though, not a scratch on him. And part of his memory, he doesn't exactly remember the part of the collision, and he remembers everything up until the moment it crashes into him. I mean, I've never been in a car crash, so I wouldn't know, but I feel like if something crashes into you, you kind of remember when it does, right? I feel like it's such a big moment that stays with you, right? Unless you suffer from amnesia or something because of the car crash or whatever. And maybe you just, it's possible, of course, that from the hits, you're knocked unconscious, so you don't remember the moments after, but you should still remember the moment when it crashed into you, though, right? I don't know, like I said, I haven't been in a car crash, so I wouldn't know, but I just feel like maybe there's something fishy going on there. Oh. Yep, her. Uh-huh. But, like, look at her. Look at her, right? Besides, like, obviously her crotch area. I didn't mean to look there. I mean, you can look there. Go ahead and look. Alright, you're looking. You already were looking there the entire time anyway. Have you stared at it enough? Alright, time to look up now, okay? I feel like, I don't know, like her hair a little bit. I mean, any person can have this similar hair color, right? I guess. But why would she need to wear a mask? I don't know. I just feel like there's a slight possibility that it's maybe somehow Hina. An image bubbled up from deep within me, along with a jolt of electricity. Why did I forget this? Because I hit my head in the accident? Whatever the case, I wasn't mistaken in what I saw. That figure bleeding into the night sky as if another moon was hanging there. That was the collector everyone's talking about that I saw. Wasn't it? Do you think that's the collector?
Oi, Haruto? またよからぬことを考え中なのかい？今日はやめときなよ。これから試験なんだからさ。
Fuck, exam, I didn't study! Oh, that's right. I've gotta see Yumi-sensei. Hopefully we can ask for like an extension, right? Because we didn't study last night.
急いだ方がいいよ。ユミ先生は試験の監督責任者だからね。休み時間終わったらすぐに試験会場に行っちゃうだろうから。
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go swing by the faculty room. I found the person I was looking for on my way there. Oh, Yumi-sensei.
ハルト君、体の方はもう平気なの？
I hit my head a little, but I was examined at the hospital, and they said everything's fine.
そうなら試験の準備をしててね。うちのクラスに順番が回ってくるまでまだ時間あるから。
Sensei, about the exam, can't you have like pity on me because I was in a car accident? Yumi Sensei took her eyes off me and glanced around at the students nearby. Is something wrong?
ハルト君、B 組の陸道朝日って子知ってる？
Kinda, but I've only recently gotten to know her a little bit. I mean, I don't know her that well. I feel like the part of her that I know the best is probably her butt. She's the one who fell from the roof yesterday, right? What about her?
これから魔法試験だっていうのに急にどこかに行っちゃったらしいのよ。
What do you mean disappeared? I saw her just now.
彼女日頃から問題行動が多いし、
What?
今日の試験もボイコットしちゃうようなことになったら、
Is she boycotts?
それなりの処分が下るでしょうね。最悪退学になってもおかしくないわ。
Oh shit, that's not good. Expelled. But we saw her running around just now. When I passed by her earlier, she said she had somewhere she needed to be. But is that somewhere more important than her exam? If she's not aware of how serious her situation is, I'd feel a little bad about not letting her know. I thought that like the trial and where did she want to go, like the land of dreams? I thought that it was like maybe connected to her school stuff. But the impression that I'm getting from how worried Yumi Sensei is about her, it's making it sound like it's entirely separate. It's separate from the school stuff. And that she's actually neglecting her school stuff for this whole trial thingy, land of dreams, whatever. That makes more sense, I guess, right? I got it. I'll find her. Aren't you busy, Yumi Sensei?
そうだけど、君に頼むのは心配だわ。
Oh, don't worry. Why?
あなた、自分も試験受けなきゃいけないって分かってる？陸道さんを探しに行って見つけるまで帰ってきませんでしたなんて許されないのよ。
Ah, shit, she saw through my plan. It's fine. I'm sure I'll find her.
見つからなくても戻ってくるの。まったく、全然大丈夫じゃないんだから。
Alright, alright. Since that's settled, I should really hurry. She might still be near the entrance. I'll be right back then.
こら、廊下は走らないの。
Yeah, I got it! I'm still running though. I headed outside after her, but I couldn't find Rikoto Asahi anywhere. I wonder where she went. It was still lunch, so there were a few other students outside too. I asked some of them if they'd seen her, but I didn't obtain any worthwhile information. So she's not around here. I headed behind the school where there was a lot of greenery, but I didn't see any students at all, let alone Rikoto Asahi. Did she leave the school? There are always security guards at the entrances. You shouldn't be able to leave the campus without a teacher's permission before classes are over, unless she goes through our favorite hole again. Oh, did she go through that hole? At the back of the school, where there weren't or aren't many people, there's a hole in the wall that someone can just barely squeeze through. I accidentally broke the wall a few days ago, and she'd passed through the hole yesterday. If she had business outside of the academy, I imagine she must have used it. A cat? Oh god, black cat? Ah, bad luck. Get out of here. Scram. Whoa. Oh, it's just a cat. The cat slipped past me, having leapt out of the bushes as if frightened by something. Is someone in there? Is someone in the bushes? Maybe it's Rikoto-san. What could she be doing there, though? No, I've learned that it's wrong to use common sense to interpret her behavior. If Asahi says that a black cat is white, it'll become the truth. For her, at least. Ouch! The leaves scratched against my hair and my clothes, but I put up with the pain and parted the bushes. I'd been hoping to find Rikoto Asahi there, but found my expectations betrayed instead. Why, what are we finding? Who is that? The train came out of the long tunnel into the snow country. Who is this? Of course, I hadn't gone through a long tunnel, And this wasn't the snow country. But a sentence from that famous story had come to mind, since it had felt like I'd passed through a tunnel into a different world. Hey. Her small mouth opened slightly. It was a sign that she'd soon speak. I was fascinated by the sight of her soft lips. It was like a painting, which had stolen my heart in an instant, had suddenly gained life and was about to move. I was standing on the line between reality and fantasy, and I couldn't look away from her, because I needed to figure out where I was.
あなたが
What? A clear voice delivered to me on the sounds of the wind. Pansu! I couldn't disturb her, but I didn't know why. But I definitely felt that way.
あなたがここにいる理由を
Definitely,
私は知りたい
definitely not for the Pansu. That's just a bonus. The words of the girl from the painting passed through my ears and settled in my heart. The phrase was familiar to me. It was the line in a commercial. I knew that there was a follow-up line too. I didn't know why she produced that line here and now, but I felt like I needed to answer her, so my response came naturally, even if I was a little bewildered. Because it is my purpose? Maybe? If there's such a thing as a destined meeting, I think it'd go something like this. Like the commercial, right? Unlock Riku. Day 2, 1730. Riku. So that's the other person? Is that her then? I guess that's her. Riku. Oh shit, we're going all the way back to day 2 now though. Huh. There's nothing else earlier from her. 1730. When is that exactly? A figure in the moon? So that's half an hour... Yeah, like 6 p.m. 1800? That's when the car crash sort of happened, right? The accident with us. So this is half an hour before then. Could she be the woman that was on the roof? The girl? Huh. So she's somehow connected to this as well. Alright. Let's see. Let's figure it out. Riku.
あなたがここにいる理由を私は知りたい
Yeah, it's that commercial that we heard in our hospital. The meaning of life, one's raison d'etre, the significance of their life, their purpose for living. There are all sorts of ways to say it, but it's a difficult sort of philosophical question that doesn't have a clear answer.
それが僕の役目だから
Everyone has different thoughts on life, but the answer that came from the TV out in the street was so hackneyed. I couldn't take it seriously at
あな
all.
たの人生をサポートする新しい力との融合アトリ
I question the taste of the person who made this commercial. I find it a bit vexing that I can't say I'm completely unrelated to it.
少なくともこんなふざけたセリフを言わずに済む人生を送りたいですね
Then I guess you shouldn't become an actor or actress. That quiet resolution didn't reach the ears of the people passing me by on the street, even though I'd made such a grand announcement. Of course, I wouldn't exactly want them hearing such things anyway. I cut through the streets lined with TVs near the station. My destination was just in front of me. I felt my pace quickening somewhat. And I'm now here. Fortunately, there aren't too many people nearby. I must complete my objective quickly.
もも、ねぎま、皮一本ずつくださいあ、全
Oh,
部閉め
when she said objective, I was like, what is she? Is she a spy? Or, you know, I thought some exciting purpose, job she has. It's probably, it seems that it's just, groceries.
いらっしゃい学生さんかい珍しいね男子はよく来るけど女の子が一人でってのは初めてだよ
Because she's not scared.
いけませんか
いやいや少し驚いただけだよ今から焼くんでちょっと待っててな
Oh yeah, grill them up nicely. Men and women all have the same taste buds. There's no reason to criticize me. I'm not supposed to eat it. Or if I'm not supposed to eat it, then it's your fault for tempting me with the scent of it. Yes, it isn't my fault at all. Isn't that what fat people tell themselves? I guess I don't want the smell to get on my clothes, so I stood upwind of the shop as I waited. It's the absolute least I can do to protect my femininity. My phone vibrated right when the cook was flipping over my yakitori. The timing. The notification was of a message, not a call. The sender was Mikuria Akeno, and the message was blank. Normally, one would probably think of this as a prank or a mistake, but for us, it's none other than a signal of work to be done. Well, she does have an exciting life. Work. She is the masked woman, isn't she? Yeah.
なんか怒ってねえか。
よくわかりましたね。人の気持ちなんて考えない明野さんがそこに気づくとは驚きです。
Or is that a Kano? I don't know. Holy shit, they're like leaping? They're leaping from building to building? I leapt from building to concrete building, heading to where I'd been instructed to go.
緊急なんだ。わかってるだろ？何があったのか知らないけど、ちゃんと仕事ができたら埋め合わせはしてやるよ。
だったら、明野さんのポケットマネーで焼き鳥屋さんを予約しておいてください。それで許してあげます。
ああ？まあいいけどよ。
She'd called me out at the worst possible moment, just before my yakitori was about to finish grilling over the charcoal. I don't think it's unreasonable for me to ask this much in exchange. No, I don't think so.
それで、あとどれくらいで着くんですか?
So that is her. Okay, well, there goes my Hina theory, I guess. But Hina's still a bit creepy, right? There's still something up with her, which is kind of creeping me out.
そのままのペースで移動すれば90秒といったところか。ほら、走れ走れ。間に合わなくなっちまうぞ。
人使いが荒いんですから。
But is this somehow connected to the blackout as well as the car crash or not? I mean, it could be that she maybe was like, I don't even know what she is, so I don't know, but like somebody speaking in her ear? Is she like a secret agent or something like that? I heard her cackling through the ultra small communicator in my ear.
使えるもんは何でも使う。それが私の心情だ。
他人にとっては迷惑でしかない心情ですね。
こうしてる今も街中で魔法ぶっ放して暴れてるやつに比べりゃ可愛いもんだろ。おれコレクター様、さっさと片付けねえと街がめちゃくちゃだぜ。
She is the collector? You don't have to remind me. Neutralizing mages who disturb the peace. That's my job. Ah, that's what she
働
does?
き蜂にはメスしかいないって知ってたか？
知りませんでしたけど。何ですか急に。
いや、こっちは暇だからよ。話でもしてやろうかと思う。
About what? Just random animal facts?
身勝手な思いやりありがとうございます。
礼はいらねえよ。ガキを教育してやるのが大人の役目だからな。
Then maybe you should have become a teacher. I'm used to how everything she says is a provocation, so I headed to my destination without
ミ
complaining.
ツバチの中でもメスは必死こいて飛び回って花粉を集めてくる。だがオスは何もしない。
Really?
働かないバチだ。
Lazy fucks. What the hell do they do then?
何もしなくていいのならそれが一番だと思います。
本当にそう思うか？何もすることがないってのはそりゃ死んでるのと変わらない。違うか？
Depends? The lines from the commercial went through my head. Of course, I wouldn't say something as romantic as to meet someone, but I suppose it is a little boring not having anything to do. I guess you kind of want a reason to live, right?
働かないバチの末路だってそうだ。
Can someone give me one?
交尾したオスはすぐに死ぬんだ。交尾の際に体をぶっ壊されてな。
Really? What a way to go. I mean, hey, if you're gonna go, might as well go while fucking the queen bee. Hell yeah.
女王蜂なんて大胆。
Holy shit, it's a bit too rough for my taste though if I die in the process of doing it though.
交尾しなかった大多数のオスは巣に置いといても仕方ねえからメスに追い出される。
What, they get kicked out?
生き抜く術を知らないオスは路頭に迷って死ぬ。どうだ？
Really?
働かせてもらえるってのも悪くはないだろう。
Is that really what happens? So those, why are they even, I guess they're just born, but they're not, they don't have any purpose? If their purpose is not to copulate with the queen bee, then they eventually get driven out of the hive by female bees. They're born just to be kicked out and die? Okay, that kind of sucks.
そうやって言いくるめようとしてもごまかされませんよ。そこまで子供じゃありませんから。
チェ、マセガキが。そんなんだから友達もできねえんだよ。
Having friends is overrated anyway, okay? Will somebody be my friend?
どうせアカデミーじゃ、
If so, follow me on Twitter, okay?
一人で木陰の下にでも隠れてんだろ。
どうして知ってるんですか？
It's okay. It's okay, I don't need friends when I got anime boobs, okay?
つぼしかよ。どうしてそうなるんだよ。アトリの一人娘って肩書きがあれば、向こうから寄ってくるだろう。
だからですよ。うざったい人付き合いをしたくないから一人でいたいんです。
ガキの頃から大人に囲まれてりゃ、周りと話が合わないのも無理ないか。
無駄話はこれくらいにしましょう。目標を視認しました。
A crowded street, and a person in the middle of that crowd making a scene.
ならちゃっちゃと済ませてくれや。やることは分かってるな。
Why do I get the feeling that she was supposed to take me out or something?
初めての扱いじゃないんですから。
In fact, I don't remember how many times I've done this now. I feel like I was probably counting at first, but stopped at some point or another. My work is very simple. I punish mages who break the rules, and nothing more.
なんだお前、近づくんじゃねえよ。殺されてんのかよ。
The agitated man noticed me and turned around. Magic fire shot out, maybe as a greeting of sorts. His aim was so poor that I didn't even need to avoid it. The flame merely burned the ground behind me. Nice aim. Noob.
どうなってんだよ。くそ、なんで止まらねえんだよ。
The man hardly looks to be of sound mind. Well, he's causing a commotion in the middle of the street, so I'm sure there are no reasonable thoughts in his head. But something seems strange, out of the ordinary. The man is still haphazardly releasing his magic. It looks as though he can't control it himself.
おい、さっさとやれ。
Right.
いちいち言わなくても分かってますよ。
Oh, what's that? What kind of kinky awesome toy is that? I couldn't just leave him like this, so I held up my magi, the tool of my trade. Holy shit! Damn! The electricity coursing through his body stripped away his consciousness. His scream was short and quiet. The output was lowered, so he wouldn't die at least. Holy crap! I squatted in front of the fallen man and pulled a ring off of his waist, collecting it. So does she work for like the government? Maybe she indirectly works for the government, right? Because the government can tell when, I guess, people who wear the ring, right? So I guess certified magic users, right? When you have a ring, you're basically a certified magic user. But if they're acting magic in a way that the government does not approve of, they get notified, right? And maybe she's just one of the people that works for the government that's supposed to... Yeah, I think so. She's supposed to take out those people that kind of just break the rules in that sense, right? That use their magic kind of how they're not supposed to, not allowed to. So, I guess that's how she's the collector, because then she sort of takes the rings from those people that have gotten out of control.
ガキが親父くせえこと言ってんじゃねえよ。
それを言ったら、明野さんも男性顔負けの乱暴な言葉遣いを直した方がいいと思いますけど。それより、全部終わりましたよ。
よし、ならすぐにそこから離れろ。やったら逃げる。何事においても基本だからな。
So she had nothing to do with the blackout and the car crash either? Am I a thief or something? I thought about protesting, but what I do does somewhat resemble thievery, and I could hear sirens in the distance, so I decided it would be best to take my leave as soon as possible. Whoosh. up onto the building again.
おい、仕事は終わったんだろ？何やってんだ？
She's kind of like Batman, right? Just overlooking the city.
少し経過観察を。すごいですよ。車がいっぱい。
見つかる前にさっさと帰ってこいよ。
心配せずとも、誰もこんなところに人がいるとは思いませんよ。
That's where you're wrong. Haruto saw you. The town I overlooked for my purge flashed with red. I'm truly impressed that the police rush out at any moment whenever some trouble occurs. If it were me, I'd definitely go on strike. The violent mage was taken away in a car, and with that, I should probably get going now. So she left the mage there for the police to basically just, I guess just pick up. And just when I started to turn around, my eyes met someone far below.
あれは
A boy wearing the academy uniform was stopped still, looking my way. It was dark, and he was quite distant, but since I'm used to this, I could make out his face. But I didn't recognize it. Not that I have many acquaintances in the first place. I should get out of here before he calls attention to me. The thought went through my mind at the exact moment that the blackout struck. So she should recognize Haruto, right? Whoosh, blackouts. All the lights in the town went out. Oh shit.
真っ暗ですよ。そっちは大丈夫なんですか？
ダメだ。全部消えちまった。通信は内蔵バッテリーに依存しているから生きてるけどな。
Oh, okay, lucky. Oh shit. A loud noise drowned out Aneko-san's words. Or Akeno, not Aneko. Watching everything from above, I was able to judge the situation rather calmly. A car hit a guardrail due to the power outage. It couldn't stop its momentum, only coming to a halt after it had overturned instead on the sidewalk. She has like the best view of this accident, right? She has an overhead view. Therefore she can tell if like the car scrapes us or hits us or doesn't even hit us at all, what exactly happened. So I feel like if anybody can clear up what the fuck happened exactly with that accident, it's gonna be her.
おい、何があった？
事故ですよ。車の。私は平気ですけど。
Unlike up here, there was a commotion down around the accident. The boy I locked eyes with earlier was missing, which was little wonder. Missing? Since that car was lying miserably in the very place he'd been standing earlier. Missing? Oh shit, what blood? What the fuck? That doesn't seem like minor scraps. They said that it was just minor scrapes, right?
関係ないならさっさと帰ってこいよ。
Holy shit, what?
お前が戻ってくるまで私も帰れないんだ。
So she saw him die, or at least, yeah, it kind of looks like he got just a head bang-on collision with the car, right? Like, why else would he be lying down on the floor, blood leaking out of his mouth and wherever fucking else? It seemed like he really got hit.
わかりましたよ、もう。
Did he somehow get brought back to life? What the fuck? The town regained power in time with my sigh, since I was thinking something as stupid as, who knew my sighs had that kind of ability? It was clear how little seeing someone's death had affected me. Yeah, like she actually thinks that he died there. So then shouldn't she be shocked that she sees him then the next day, right? Remember the day 3 thingy from Haruto's perspective? She should be surprised when she sees him then. Was it because I wasn't sure he had died? No. If he could survive that, I'd have to rethink everything I know about the limits of the human body. Like, it wouldn't even, like, okay, maybe there's like a 99% that he dies there, right? And there's just 1% that he actually lives. But she sees him basically just being hit directly by the car, right? To the point where he's knocked out, bleeding, pretty much dying, right? Sure, he somehow could survive from a situation. A normal human maybe could, right? With a very, very minor, very, very huge amount of luck. But he wouldn't be fined immediately the next day afterwards, right? That's like months of recovery. So, what the fuck? Something happened. Some magic thing interfered, or I don't know. Full Metal Alchemist style, try to bring a person back to life. Although in Full Metal Alchemist that doesn't really work. Which means my heart must have really hardened. I tried picturing myself crying with emotion over the death of a stranger. I couldn't. In fact, I'll probably have forgotten the boy's face by tomorrow. That's where you're wrong.
私は鳥なのかもしれませんね。
Birds who look out over the earth from above see everything with a certain distance. But if you put it a different way, it means they never see things up close. Third day, 7 a.m., side Riku. I was contacted by Akeno-san in the morning and headed to Atori's headquarters. It was only 7 in the morning. Ah, so she works for Atori. Ah, okay. But the lobby was packed with visitors. Atori's the manufacturer of those rings, right? I was here to report about last night and get my Magi device adjusted. It's nothing that needs to be done right away, so I have to wonder if Akeno-san is just picking on me. I put as little effort as I could get away with to cover up the ninth sigh of the morning. I'd like to get this over with already. That's her?
約束よりも5分遅いぞ。
What the f- Is that Akeno? Really? So then obviously that's the woman Haruto saw in the hospital, right? The rude ass bitch. I mean, I should have. The voice sounds really. Yeah, of course. Now it sounds. Now it's so easy. Like, oh yeah, that was her, right? Like I feel like I should have noticed her voice a bit. Although it sounded a bit different over the communication device, right? That we talked through. But what? This is the thing. So she supposedly know about Haruto's accident, right? But she didn't know it was Haruto. She just knew that, like, because Riku told her, like, oh, some accident happened. Oh, he's probably dead. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. But then why was she surprised when she saw Hina?
私をここで働いている人と同じに思わないでください。これでも眠たいのを我慢してきたんですから。
大人になったら覚悟しとけよ。残業、徹夜朝帰りなんて珍しくもなくなるからな。
階段なんかよりずっと恐ろしい話です。
There were many suited employees inside the building, as could be expected of the top Magi developers in the field, I suppose.
それで、そろそろ教えてくれてもいいんじゃないですか。
何の話だ？
Yep, that's Akeno.
リングのことです。私の役目は警察にも手に負えないような魔法犯罪者を無力化する。
それと合わせてうちで開発した戦闘用マギデバイスの試験運用だな。
そうです。その2点に関してはアトリの一人娘であるということ、そしてマギデバイスを扱う才能に優れているから。理由としては分かりやすいです。
魔法が得意ってだけじゃダメなんだぞ。勉強、人付き合い、それら全部含めてガキが学ぶことだ。
On the surface, they seem like the sort of things the average respectable parent might say, but I've been acquainted with Akeno-san for long enough that I know not to take them at face value.
明野さんの言う人付き合いというのは、いかに他人を都合のいいように操るかという意味ですよね。
弱肉強食を生き抜く処世術だよ。自己満足にしかならない知識よりよっぽど役に立つ。
She's not so bad when she's not being rude, you know, but she kind of still has the same attitude.
人生観についての話はまたにしましょう。それより私が気になっているのはリングのことです。
Or rather, right, how she views the world, right? She kind of views the world as a darker place, or like you have to be assertive.
魔法犯罪者を倒すのはわかります。あんなのを放置しておいたら大変ですから。ですけど、暴れた魔法使いのリングを回収するのは理由がわかりません。あれには何の意味があるんですか？
そう。なんでだろうな。
Isn't it just because those people don't deserve to have a ring anymore because, well, they've basically broken the law or the rules that comes with getting the ring? She had the information, but no intention of telling me about it. The grin on her face made that clear enough.
なんだ明けのお姉さんが教えてくれないから拗ねたのか
Big sis? Akino's her older sister?
別に。
気にすんな赤ん坊が泣くのは当然なようにガキが無知なのは当たり前だ
無知であることに甘んじてしまったら成長はそこで止まってしまいます。
間違っちゃいねえなだがどういう風の吹き回しだ自分に直接関係がないことには無関心な人間だと思ってたが
鳥だって地上の出来事にまるで無関心なわけじゃありません。異変を感じれば注意を向けるくらいはします。
She's just merely an observer.
ふん
Akeno-san stroked her chin, even though she didn't have a beard, and looked off into the distance. I couldn't tell what she was thinking. I was sure of this though, at least.
もう構いませんよ。時間の無駄みたいですから。
あ、そう？
明野さんには聞きません。子供扱いされるのも尺ですから。
子供が子供扱いされて何が不満なんだよそれよりその言い方だと私の口から聞くのは諦めたってだけに聞こえるんだが
That's because you're the only one doing it.
私が勝手に知ってしまったことに関しては感知できないでしょう。
その通りだなそれお前の勝手だいいぜならもしお前が正解を手に入れたらその時は嘘偽りなく認めてやるよ
神、心にもないこと言わないでください。明野さんが口にするたびどんどん神様がうさんくさくなっていきますから。
Yeah, no one believes you then.
ひでえなまどこの誰ともわからねえいるのかいないのかもはっきりしねえやつがどうなろうがどうでもいいけどな
Oh, really? Oh, shit. You do not want to go to the church then? You do not want to meet Fiona? In the end, we didn't touch on the subject. Alright, I'll show her what I've got. When I parted with Akeno, I felt a firm sense of purpose. I was certain of it. But by the time I left the premises, my interest had waned so much that I'd lost the feeling completely. Maybe I was just feeling an inexplicable stubbornness towards Akeno-san, like a child in puberty might direct toward their parents. You're not interested in anything that doesn't have anything to do with you. If someone told me that, I'm sure I would deny it. But still, in the end, I guess I'm just a bird. Just an observer who flies through the sky and looks down over the world below. Akeno-san's judgment was correct, for the most part. After morning classes ended, I went behind the school building like usual. There are hardly any other students strange enough to hang out back here, which is precisely why I like the location. I headed to the grass to do some reading under a tree like I always do. And now she's about to have a heart attack, right? The white cat zipped past me. If it had been a black cat, that would have been a sign of bad luck. So since it was a white cat, good luck headed my way. Wait, what? I thought Haruto saw a black cat though. While I was contemplating that, I heard a voice behind me, though I had thought no one was there. Is that Asahi? Oh, that's Asahi. When I turned around, I found a girl I'd never met before standing there, her posture confident. I looked around, but we were the only people in the area, so she must have been talking to me.
聞きたいことがあるの。
The unfamiliar girl, not that I have many acquaintances in the first place, proceeded without waiting for my input.
この辺りで猫を見なかった？汚れのない純白の猫。
What do you mean impurities? Like no spots? I'll hold no interest in my surroundings. That's my basic stance here at the academy, so I avoid interacting with people as much as I can. But something about the girl in front of me brooked no dissent. She had a decisiveness and a strong will that didn't match her small frame. Well, however you would describe it, I doubt I would ever have anything to do with her.
白い猫なら、ついさっきあっちの方に走っていきましたけど。
Yep, in that direction. Even if that cat was on the run from an evil organization, and this girl was hired killer under their command, it wouldn't have anything to do with me. Was that really what she was after? Asahi is skipping on her exam to chase after a cat? A white cat? I mean, it probably has something to do with whatever's in her diary, right? Of her trial. So I told her where the cat had gone without hiding anything.
そう。やっぱり外へ行ってしまったのね。きっといつもの教会だわ。
What? The church? The assassin? No, that's all just my imagination, of course. The girl looking for the cat ran off in the direction I'd indicated without even thanking me.
何だったんでしょうか。
I don't know. I haven't seen cats around the church. Uh-oh, here we go. The girl who knew the truth about the matter had already disappeared. I wasn't that interested in the first place, though, so I headed into the grass and sat down under a tree. I removed my smartphone from my pocket and opened up the ebook. I was partway through. I was wondering what it was. It looked so huge. I thought like maybe cell phones, because they've kind of gotten bigger over the last couple of years, right? At some point they're just gonna become so fucking huge that they're like that. It's like a fucking Nintendo DS or size or something. It was about the king of a country being led astray by a witch and eventually getting killed by the people he'd angered. I know how it ends because I've read it several times already, but I didn't really care what I was reading, since I was only here to kill time anyway. A black cat now. That's bad luck, right? I looked up at the sound to see a black cat staring at me. Or...
何か用ですか?
Doesn't the black cat negate the good luck you've just gotten from the white cat? Does it work that way? Or does the black cat supersede the white cat's good luck, and now you have bad luck, rather than neutral luck? I don't fucking know. The black cat started grooming itself without responding to my question.
よかったですね。あの殺し屋が追っていたのは白い猫だそうですよ。
She's made up her mind, alright. For her, Asahi is an assassin. I looked back at my phone, once again sensing some eyes on me. I looked up once more to find a black cat staring my way again.
何ですか? ここは譲りませんよ。早い者勝ちってやつです。
Too late, bitch. I smiled at the cat, confident in my victory, which is when I realized I was being more talkative with this cat than I ever would with another person. I worried for a moment that I'd taken a step into weirdo territory at some point without noticing, then realized that I didn't care and stopped thinking about it. It's true that cats are easier to talk to than people, since you don't have to concern yourself with how they're thinking about you. That's what you think! Your cat secretly knows exactly what the fuck you're talking about, and thinks exactly like, holy fuck, my owner is a weirdo. But I imagine that's why a lot of, I guess, people that are sort of lonely get cats, maybe? I don't know. I should get a cat. Or a dog.
わかりましたよ。
Or a lizard. Or a hedgehog. I love hedgehogs. The cat I don't know why I said lizard. I don't like lizards at all. I mean, my only experience with lizards is like in the Philippines. You sort of have those little house lizards that's just inside of your house, and they just creep up on the walls, and then when you scare them, they just drop their tails. That's sometimes the funniest part. Sometimes. I don't go out of my way to scare them, but there have been a couple of occasions where they're just like, we're too close to you, and you just move randomly, and they got freaked the fuck out, and they just drop their tail. The cat remained where it was, still meowing at me, so it must have wanted me to move at all costs. This place doesn't suit my needs, unless it's somewhere quiet with where no one will bother me. I gave in and started to stand up, ceding this spot to the cat. Wait, the black cat has won now? But perhaps startled by my movement, the black cat suddenly sped off into the grass.
あなたがそれでいいならいいですけど。
I thought I'd get back to my reading now that the intruder was gone, but here it comes. But I still sense someone on the other side of the bushes.
まったく。逃げるのか逃げないのか。
Oh, it's
は
not
っ
the
きりして
kitty.
くれませんか。
I couldn't see it, but the bushes were rustling, so I was sure it was there. The rustling grew louder and closer, until we saw a face, and finally, the bushes parted, and a black-haired head poked out of them. But unlike before, his face wasn't covered in fur, and it was staring blankly over at me, looking rather dim-witted. I couldn't take my eyes off of that face. See, because she recognizes it, right? This has gotta be like a mindfuck. Like, imagine that, right? You see a person die, and then the next day you just see them, or at least you think they died, and you just see them all well, just like, hey. I normally don't remember people's faces, especially people I haven't taken a particular interest in. But yeah, what the fuck is with that? But I remembered this face. It was the same face I'd seen last night, collapsed on the ground and covered in blood. I was surprised to see him alive at first, but then I quickly grew suspicious. I'm loath to admit it, but let's say I jumped to conclusions and he hadn't actually died. But then still, right, even if he hadn't died there, how is he okay today? Like, as if nothing happened. If so, he still couldn't possibly be here. Even if he miraculously survived, he never could have come to the academy, not a day later without a single wound on him exactly. I paused for a moment, uneasy about continuing, though something seemed to be forcing me to do so. I had no choice but to say the words in order to accept what was before me as reality. The words came from deep within my heart, honest and without adornment. Of course, he can't possibly be here. Since last night, he was hit by a car and should have suffered fatal wounds. I waited for the answer to my question, but what came from his mouth wasn't an answer at all. It was a completely worthless line. Maybe. As I looked at him trying to conceal his embarrassment before me, I realized the source of the uneasiness I felt before. I felt a stirring in my heart, movement in a part of me I thought had gone numb. The only problem is that it was born out of annoyance. Like, I feel like, I don't know exactly what it is, right? But maybe that's a hint? Like, you sort of see this haziness, right? When sometimes people try to recall certain memories or something, and you sort of see like this haziness, like a zzz, like sort of the staticky, as if you're like watching an old VCR tape or something. If he was actually serious and went on to say he crawled back up out of hell in order to meet me, how exactly would I reply to that? Should I just apologize and tell him I'm not the wonderful person he must think I am? I smiled a little, thinking I couldn't exactly say anything about him when I had these fantasies going through my head.